Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 123 of the Blaze of Ragnarok that originally aired live on Twitch. I'm trading shots here to damage them sort of equally. So if one sparks like that, I can dodge. And hey, my shield belt is still alive. Yeah, I think this entire mech cluster is going to be defeated by Modred, so everyone else just go home. You aren't needed. I mean, it's helpful, but let's have the one-man army destroy the mech cluster by himself. Why not? He needs to feel useful after I finish the research trees. So Knut is moments away from... No. Come on, just finish it. I'm staring at you. Please, don't let me down. So Knut's about to finish Yardic's second eye. And then other things that we're going to want. So taking a look at Yardic, Thora. So Yardic has no bionics. Thora has an arm and a leg. And then Gaida has 2 legs, a field hand, and a heart. So we're also probably going to want at least a leg, a singular leg for Yardic. So let me cue that up. And Ragnar, you can set that up. This will be made by Ragnar. Okay, how's Modred doing? So I'm cutting this tree so that I can get within the minimum range of the charge turret without getting shot at first. I'm sure Modred would have been fine if I had just walked in on it, but I'm just playing it extraordinarily safe. And then you are missing a lung. Yes, you are. I don't want you anymore. I'm done with you. So I'm going to sell you into slavery. And then knowing that I'm selling you into slavery, let me activate a soother because I'm sure that is going to piss people off. But I accept. Mr. Yardic with the double eye transplant. And the best bed there is the legendary plasteel one, so let's rest in there. Okay, Modred. Bye-bye, slave. I'm gonna gift you... You know what? I'm just gonna launch you into the... Oh, I wanted to launch you into the sea. I'm gonna launch you into the middle of the swamp. Enjoy! No one said I was benevolent. And because she's not conscious, poof, she's gone. Yeah. College banished to death. I know. But it's not slavery. It's like execution with extra steps. Alright, Idis, you've been waiting your whole life to be an eye surgeon. So here we go. I don't need combat music of doom. Sven, what's got under your skin here? Wreck deprived? Consume a sweet roll, and then consume wake up. Okay, all the stuff that should have been hauled is hauled now. That's good. Let's remove this from stay close. Now, if one thing should be added to stay close, it's down here, this little wall segment that got destroyed. Alright, Modred, I've failed to pay attention to you. Let me take out this assembler. I wouldn't mind having a high shield and low shield out here walled up and hijacked, but I probably won't end up doing that because it's so in the corner of nowhere that it's not likely to really ever be a benefit to me. Here is tile number 3 for Gaia. Is there still a gap in the rightmost wall of the base? No, I did fill that in. I have to remove that from the stay close zoning, but it is at least filled in. I don't know who did it. Someone managed. Oh, Lord. So this will be Gaia's last tile. It will be a 4-and-4 operation, just like weeks previous. I will say, anecdotally, the rate of cornucopias seems ridiculously high to me. Like, the Vikings mod dramatically increases the chance or something. I don't have proof of this, of course, but boy oh boy does it ever feel like that's the case. So Gaia, your exit is center west? So we have 1 ancient danger there. And this is the second to last one Gaia's gonna do. Tile, that is, not danger. Possibly danger too. Yep, I think it's only the 1 ancient danger. All of my snipers are not moody. So let's convene them. Oh, Edith. Build that and then convene. Oh, you were trying to go to the anima tree for food. Fine. Itis is done. Done. Come on. Yep, done. Okay, 2 successful surgeries. Yardik can see better than he ever has in his life. And then let's take him off of meds. So the advantage of that, of course, is he's no longer blind, so he'll be a good shooter again. Can you also get rid of a threat by destroying the thing that turned on the threat? I'm not sure what you mean. So I'm just going to get rid of the high mech shield. And then this whole just deconstruct. This whole ancient danger we'll just get rid of. Or not ancient danger, mech cluster rather. And let's remove the roof and allow all. So, do you guys have defeated mech cluster? Yep, there it is. So the rightmost gap, as you reminded me. Oops. There. Comey, why are you sleeping? Oh, who knows? Comey just doing Comey things. These look aggressive. Yeah, they're coming after me. But I like soothers, so I'm gonna stick around and steal. A lot of columns. Holy moly. I like how they're so hell-bent on destroying walls. Oh, that one hurt. That they just sort of ignore the fact that I've pilfered their loot. Snipers are ready, so let's go ahead and paint the range of the turret so I don't accidentally waltz to my death. A really nice use for plans. I don't usually use plans, but painting max range is nice. Selling to settlement. I'll take a look at that in a minute. So then, as the smoke pops up... Oh, you know what? They have a low shield, don't they? Yeah, this tactic isn't going to work. Never mind. Cancel that. I forgot about the low shield. Actually, no, it will still work. I just have to change angles of a... Whoa, not like that. Change angle of approach. Selling to settlement. 2 healing and 2 healing enhancers for a legendary Eltic skull cap is kind of nice. Here's a question for you all. Should I accept this quest? You can decide. 2 healing enhancers aren't that tricky to make. And any of the rewards are fine. It outweighs the cost for sure. Alright, Guy is heading to her last tile with not a lot of carry weight left, to be perfectly fair. So my approach here, or actually, you know what? I'm going to shut down the oh, yeah, there's sort of a corpse here. Sven, could you help? Everybody but Sven, stop. Sven, can you move this corpse away so no one gets pissed? Because we already just banished someone to never be part of, you know. So I don't want the corpse penalties. Close enough. So now my tactic here is going to be laying down smoke to get within the range of the low mech shield from this angle here. Which means I will have to, nope, just keep, no, don't walk around it. Don't take the long route, please. Which means I'm gonna have to keep laying this down every time it degrades. Oh, Ragnar here has an assault rifle. That's actually kind of being nice. This obviously would work better with brawlers, but whatever. Okay, Guy is heading out. I'm gonna run out at this point. Can you guys all shoot the thing I told you to shoot? Here, just punch the turret. Okay, there we go. That was oddly cathartic. Okay, you all are... I know we're shooting in smoke, so there's like a remarkable amount of lack of accuracy. But my goodness, was that frustrating. Everybody was aiming for the low mech shield and no one hit it. It's the weakness, I guess you could say, of pop smoke and stuff like that is you get into a scenario where you yourself can't aim very well either. Edith, you should be on stay close. It's my bad. I'm gonna make the executive decision to clean up the rest of this fight with brawlers. It's just too slow and inefficient with the with everybody else with the range. All right. Yes, the answer is yes for accepting the trade quest. What rewards should I accept? And I'll show it to you in just a second, as soon as I'm able. So here's the quest again. Selling to settlement. The reward 1 is an Eltex robe, armor skin gland, low shield pack, and jade. Reward 2 is a legendary Eltex skull cap, bionic leg, and reward 3 is a persona. So, there it is. Up top. So this here marks the last of Gaia's attempt to find serum. Plenty of Luciferium found, but no serums, unfortunately. Exit point is... She's asleep. Okay, well, take the go juice. Don't get addicted. What's your exit point? North. Pretty much straight north. This might be a 080 tile. Yeah, looks like you're just heading home. No fault of your own. Oh well. So that's 4 out of 8. 4 tiles, 4 ADs, 0 serum so far. Once the mech cluster over here is cleared, Wolu will go do his 4. Just have the brawlers come in and clear this out. Alright, Freya, Skip, Gaida. That's gonna be annoying. Get clear. Caught my shield belt, but it's all right. Okay, officially, we're clear of dangers. So, carnivores can go back to hauling. Omnivores can go back to hauling. Everybody can be undrafted. The low and high mech shields, I think I'm just going to destroy, rather than to keep. They're a novelty, but I don't find myself really using them to be exploited. And then they would have been deactivated as soon as the assembler assembled the last of the assemblies. So not that helpful. Magic Hippie, thanks for all the gifted subs. And Pet Yoda, sorry, the sound alerts that I normally get, I guess, are broken today. So, I should set everyone to avoid, actually. I take that back. And then Crow and Sven and Gaida be unrestricted. And then let's make sure that the avoid zone looks correct. Yeah, the avoid zone's fine. The avoid zone is just so that people that don't want to see corpses don't see corpses. I'll make it up to you for not hearing the alert noises that I'm supposed to with some Tusk love. If she blesses us. Oh, here she is. Hi, girl. All right, but over here. Yeah. We've been blessed by a Tusk. So that is 3 mech clusters destroyed. There seems to be a pattern that Freya, seeing that all of the human factions are getting crushed, has been sending us mechanoids who belong to an invisible faction. As strange as that sounds, the mechanoids belong to an invisible faction that cannot be removed from the map without mods. So the rewards you want is reward number 2, the skull cap and the bionic leg. I'll accept. Let's set up 2 healing enhancers. I'm gonna clear some of the older queues here. Copy and paste. This one made by Knut, and this one made by Ragnar. And this here is Yardic's leg. Right. Another thing I ought to do is all of my snipers should switch their weapons back. I'm not really trying to give them the weapons that they had. Just not sniper rifles. Man, Iscandia really got shredded. I didn't even see that. So Guy is on our way home, and then that means Wolu. Maybe tomorrow morning, Wolu is going to try for another 4. Yeah, it looks like there's a corpse I missed. Hey, that's Sven's rival, I think. Nope, maybe not. I thought so, but I'd be wrong. Okay. Hide that pole. Don't need that anymore. I also, Edith, you need the left lung to be installed. So we'll set you up for a little bit of a hospital visit as well. I did buy a slave, remove its lung, and then banish it to death, all so that you could get a lung. So it makes sense to actually, you know, give you that lung. I guess alternatively I could have used the heal mech serum to regrow the lung, but why use artifacts when simple slavery and organ harvesting will do? Why work hard when you can work lazy? All right, Wolu. Rest up, buddy. I don't think I'm ever going to finish this wall, so I'm going to just update it now. It's not likely to ever be finished. Yeah, just RimWorld things, exactly. Can we start a fight club in this colony? There's already been multiple Viking on Viking murders, so I don't think it's needed. Just my 2 cents. That and you just broke the first rule of the fight club, so there'd be another problem. Can't have no rule breakers, right? So Yardic is now 100%, and I think with this surgery on Edith, everyone will be fully healed. Or not. JFC, Itis. What did you do? Her torso is 1 out of 40. Oh my god, that was almost just straight homicide. Itis, how do you feel towards Edith? Just curious. You don't have any feelings one way or another, but you are a psychopath, so let me get this straight. The chance of, let's just calculate the, I know it was a critical fail. Surgery failed catastrophically. But so the chance of a positive surgery here, let me just run the numbers. Itis here has a surgery success chance of what? 132%? Okay, so surgery success chance of 132%. Then on top of that, when I started, this room was sterile. The bed increases the success chance factor by 152%. And then the vitals monitor increases it further by another 5%. This was a failed murder. This was not a surgery. Oh, I don't need any of these stupid beds. Let's get rid of those. Overconfidence is an insidious killer. Sorry, Edith. Your torso did survive with 1 out of 40, so you're alive. Although about barely. Sneeze while cutting, it happens. So perhaps we use the heal mech serum after all. Once all the other wounds are healed. Just don't get into a social fight. She's not going to be conscious for a while, so I don't think there's a risk of that. All of her insides were stabbed by a psychopath, so... I suppose there is a chance of someone having a mental break, sadistic rage, and target her for murder. But I think the chances of that are pretty low. Pretty low indeed. Alright, Mr. Wolu. You're fully rested, so... yeah, let me just consume some food and send you on. Oh, it's Wolu's rival. The Christvid son, which is this guy. I feel like RimWorld should code it in that if you see your rival dead, you're not affected by their body. That it brings you joy. That would lead to some very strange war crimes, like having a open casket mausoleum with individual, like, mausoleum cells so that people could just spit on the corpse once more. So maybe I take that back. Maybe that is a bad idea, but it's an interesting idea, right? All right, Yardik is capable of walking, but is going to tap out for this individual fight. Wolu, you've eaten. Yes, yes. Okay, cool. Send. Send the Wolu. Wolu is going to bring 2 fine meals because he has a nuclear stomach, so more than that is unnecessary. Wake up, go juice, Lucy, tea, and done. Yeah, I retracted my suggestion because it would make it more war crimey. That's why I was like, oh, you know what? Never mind. It would be exploited for further war crimes. For sure. So where's my spillover beer? Have I captured it all? I think I have. God, I have a lot of mead. Let's see when I can next call in the loot trader. 10 hours, so it's at 16 hour. We'll call them in. And yes, I am hunting Thrumbo. Because we want the meat, we want the leather. And we want to thrill the hunt. Alright, Wolu. You've got 4 chances. Where are we headed? 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go here. More like genociding? I don't know if genocide can really be applied to... I guess they're sentients. So yeah, maybe. But I was going to say it's more like hunted to extinction when you refer to animals. Genocide is a term used for humanoids. As far as I know, I'm not an entomologist. But I've never heard the term referring to non-humans. And in before someone in the chat corrects me wrong. Xenocide, however, that's a bit different. Alright, we have one very obvious ancient danger smack dab in the middle. And that was the only one. Our exit point is just east of this, so that's convenient. Break this segment and get going. Alright, the whole pack wants a piece. Good. Cargo pods. Alright, Thromir. That did not work out well for you, buddy. Just keep running, just keep running. Just keep running, just keep running. Oop, that was unnecessary. Oh, way too many shock lances used. All right, who has the 1 out of 2 shock lance here? Ragnar does. What I should have done is just selected the person that I wanted to do the shock lances. Oh well. I like how some of them just started eating on top of their bleeding corpses. A little metal, if you ask me. All right, finish hunting, and finish hunting. Edith is still healing up. Torso is now 7. All right, Wolu, you're ready? Let's do it. Wow, this AD is a little lame. I'm gonna open it up so that I can easily loot it. Piss off the bugs. Move. Oh boy. Alright, Wolu, it's time to shine. My exit obviously got blocked. Drug time. Yeah, sometimes there's like a bit of a cooldown when fighting, and you can't move for a bit afterwards, and it's kind of brutal. But I've always been wondering, well, I mean, it's pretty obvious, I think, who's gonna win here. But I've always wanted to see this fight. And since we're sitting on top of RimWorld medicine, why not? Why not? And Wolu wins. Clean victory right there. All right, Wolu. Let's flex your self-tend. Nothing like a little go juice to get the blood pumping. Okay, Edith is now wandering around clueless as to where she is. That's healthy. And... wow, that is a lot of... okay. 19 scarabs for 6 caskets? Guys, what is wrong with you all? Alright, Wolu. Wolu's gonna leave now. He did what he wanted to do. he killed everything and then walked away. I don't so much care about the plasteel or gold that are in their pockets. It's not a lot. Edith is wandering around all wondering why she got butchered and doesn't have a lung. Can you imagine that happened to you? Is like a doctor screws up so badly, you go in for a lung transplant, which is already notoriously difficult to get approved for one, and then you wake up with all of your insides stabbed and no additional lung. But I guess if you trust like a Viking who's a psychopath, I suppose that's your own fault. Yep. Nothing like a little victim blaming. Okay, a lot of mental breaks here. So I think, uh-oh. Oh, it only crushed the, okay, that's fine. I forgot to update the roof, but it didn't hurt anyone. One of the things I'm going to do is schedule... I don't want to deal with many mental breaks. Freya's always really chipper, so I'm not going to change Freya's scheduling, but everyone else is just going to recreate a bunch. Wolu's already ready for Ancient Danger number 6, or tile number 6. I'll be a little bit more careful than to have him throw down against 8-9 bugs, or 6 bugs. Won't be doing that twice, maybe. But it definitely helps when you don't have a lot of organic parts, so nothing can bleed. And then you're covered in architect, so you just swing for the fences like you're a super soldier. Which, you know, he is. He is obviously a super soldier at this point. 1 Ancient Danger, 2 Ancient Dangers. And that would be it. So an exit point of South Center means that this one is first. Thanks for the bit. A penny for your thoughts. Wolu never got his ear? Yeah. He still has a cochlear implant. He doesn't really need an ear, though. Hearing is not something that he uses much of. Not to say he doesn't deserve it, but I'm just saying he doesn't use it. 13... trying to set it up so that we cut only the sandstone that is bothering us, but I have no idea if that's going to be the case. We still also have this deep drill for plasteel that we don't really need at the moment, but I wouldn't mind people still drilling for it. Doesn't look to me like way of healing enhancers queued up. Because what, we are missing advanced components? Yeah, we're missing advanced components. So I'm going to nudge the advanced component queue to be higher. A singular scyther and tasty loot. And this scyther is hostile, meaning that it's going to try to get me. Now my movement speed is still 205. This scyther doesn't know that I'm Usain Bolt incarnate. But it also means that because the scyther's hostile, it's going to be continually trying to stalk me, which is annoying. This Ancient Danger is weird because it has steel walls built into it. And it's really not that interesting, so I'm going to have Wolu leave. Well, no, the advanced components are kind of nice. I'll grab them. let's tick off all the bugs. Oh, this time with wiggle room to move. They'll aggro the scyther. Or not. There we go. Yep, go for the scyther now. Not for me. Wrong way. Come on, Willow. Dusky, come here. Oh. She's shedding a whole lot. Alright, well, time to leave. Visitors with a relationship. Kin of Naz. How is that not surprising? Man, if it wasn't already time to... If it was... I wish it was time to betray Aborn's clan, because I would run over there and stab Naz's kin, just like all the others that have died. But it's not time yet. Almost... Wait, what's going on with the meals here? Oh, because it was suspended. Let's get our fine meals rolling off the line again. I'll just keep hunting everything on this map tile, because that's what I do. So 2 more Ancient Danger tiles, and then I'll cue you all for which faction base to do first. Or next. Cheers. And we're leaving Rahert behind. There's still a lot of cleanup to be done on this map tile. A lot of corpses out there. A lot of mechs to shred. A lot of slag to process. I doubt I'll ever finish, but for whatever reason, and I'm sure... Here's a question. How many of you do the same thing? So the question is, do you try to keep your home tile clean? And what I mean by that is like slag and blood and all that. And we'll see. We'll see about this poll. I'm curious if it's just me or if a lot of other people do it too. It was actually a huge point of contention in my CI survival series, is trying to keep the... I mean, for slag it made sense, because steel was such a limited resource that trying to haul all the slag that was on the map tile home is makes a lot of sense. But for the blood on the snow, that didn't really make any sense. It helps with beauty a little bit, but it's obviously a huge misallocation of work. Come on, Willow. Where's your exit? It is south center. So I believe this is the last one, right? No, there's one more after this. Serum crew, I hope you're right. All right, so there's one Ancient Danger here at least. Let me turn on the roof overlay. Yeah, I only see the one. So far in the polls, 80% of you say you try to keep it clean. Yeah. What I mean by clean is like well beyond the just like hauling everything to a stockpile. You know, I think you know what I mean by that. It's like preventing your map tile, your home tile from being disgusting. Oh, I hate Ancient Dangers like this that are so challenging to loot because all the loot is like buried. Luckily, this one is a bunch of ranged, so they can't, you know, they can shoot me to slow me down and slow down, you know, my shield belt or whatever, but they can't actually stop me. Yeah, like that. Alright, if I want that Luciferium, let's try to use the Steelies for cover. And it worked. Because these things, the cover effectiveness here is 50%. So if you're only moving between the Steelies, they'll have a hard time shooting you. There we are. Mad Muffalo is on this tile. Oh, okay. Good luck catching me, Muffalo. I think I'm actually walking straight at the Mad Muffalo. Well, there'll be another showdown, I guess. Yep, Wolu's getting chased. Temporarily set the difficulty to peaceful just to clean. That's taking it further than I ever would. But I guess if you need it clean. All right, Edith cuts now up to half healed. And there's one more Hatteracut. Okay, there's one more chance for Serum. Last map tile. Here's a poll question. Which faction should I attack first? We'll just call them the Civil Union and the Rough Vikings. Are they civil? Yeah, they were the Civil Outlander Union. So one of the two. There is, of course, the tactics to do. So the current project here is clear one more map tile. Oh boy. I think we've gotten to a point where we have no more room for, like, stuff. Yeah. We're just spilling on over. Look at all this wood. It's ridiculous. All right, the I do's have it. People do try to keep their map tile clean by a 85 to 15 margin. Glad it's not just me. I suppose if it was just me, I would hear more complaints when I try to do it. People would probably tell me it's a waste of time. And they wouldn't necessarily be wrong. So, right now what I'm doing, well, yeah, right now what I'm doing is I'm going to send some stuff home to the home tile of just items that I don't necessarily need out here. And then I'm well past the 10-hour delay for the loot trader, so I should call in another loot trader. Hi Rico, thanks for the follow, and Mochim, or Mochi Moch, thanks for the sub. Welcome. Two of my lovely assistants, thank you for it. Yoda here, as cute as can be, and Tusky. She's a little sleepy. When was the last time there was not snow on the ground? Well, between the volcanic winter and the fact that we are in a climate... Let's look at our terrain here. The summertime, it can get up to 50 Fahrenheit, or 10 Celsius, but it often doesn't. I'm almost always plagued by cold snaps and volcanic winters and other weather effects that cause it never to really thaw out. So it has, you're right, it has been a while. Oh, speaking of thawing out, what the heck is going on over here? Haul the thrumbo. Sven, you haul the other one. After feeding Edith. Or actually, Ulf, you're down here already. I think because there's so many dead mechs to haul that my guys have been prioritizing the mechs over the thrumbo. But I don't want rotten thrumbo. Looks like I'm a little behind on my, forget the leather helmets. I'm a little behind on my pants and shirts. Yeah, 50 Fahrenheit is not super warm. And that's peak summer temperatures. So it would explain why it's never really warm. So Civil Outlander Union is going to be where I attack next. And then there's Thaden and Onarha. So you got to pick the town. Thaden is the north. Onarha is the south. And then after this, we'll vote tactics. I know the cities are pretty indistinguishable, but if you had a preference, state thy preference. Also, let's go ahead and do this. I should start actually bringing in general goods traders, bulk goods traders, because I kind of don't need any more loot at this point, I think. We have a lot of lances and the like. Actually, we only have 4 lances left. But here's a ton of artifacts that are coming home now. So I did see that you suggested I make chem fuel out of this stuff, but I already have my stockpile out here is already pretty full of chem fuel. I don't have room for much more than that. So there's one of my healing enhancers. One more healing enhancer and we'll be ready to bring that out to where? Oh, that's going to be a problem. The settlement that I deliver the healing enhancers to is invisible and doesn't exactly exist. Well, we'll see. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Worst that could happen is that I fail, right? That's a creative town name? Yes, it is. It is, it's Latin for, missing no. Oh, the missing nose. Hi, little man. It's Latin for bug. Yeah, what was it called again? Where is it? I wonder if... Oh, yeah, here it is. Settlement. Get inspect string exception on settlement. Okay. Good. That doesn't bring me worries. So, I know you all remember that we had a little bit of a Channel Point prediction poll going on. And we're about to have a conclusion to said poll. So, are there ancient dangers on this, whoops, tile? There's one here. I think it's the only one. All right. You got one shot, kid. What is the goal of the Blades of Ragnarok? So, the about command says it all. The goal, we had 2 goals. One is to settle multiple villages, and the other is to bring about Ragnarok, which is to say, kill everyone. So it looks like Thaden and Onarha tied. What should the tactics be? So traditional guns, traditional brawling, artifacts, or psycasts are your choices. Right up there. Modred and the rest of the Skullheim crew are feasting right now. Feast is like just an epic party, for those that didn't know. Ursa, let's have you use the social trainer. And Wolu, here's the last chance. There is a poor psychic sensitizing promise breaker. Why would you name a hammer promise breaker? Honestly. I don't get that at all. These mechs, so there is one Scyther which is going to be annoying, but these mechs are not hostile. Or not immediately hostile. I think my best bet for this mech, danger, and there goes the predictions. My best bet for this mech is to have human targets as... Yep, that worked. So running interference with human targets. And then Wolu can get his stuff. You have kill thirst, don't you? Yeah, Wolu has a kill. So, as a little reminder here, Wolu has a kill thirst blade. So, sorry, Lindsay. It's really not personal. It's just required. I would apologize, but you're a stranger to me, so. Alright, Wolu's on his way out. I'm gonna leave the poor hammer behind. I don't really care for a poor hammer. So the tactics look to be traditional brawling. And I'm gonna run this poll twice. The first poll is going to be for one of the settlements, and the second poll will be for the other settlement. So you can decide on the tactics twice. Oh, yeah, that's a good interpretation. It breaks the enemy's promises. How drunk are you all? What, nobody has been drinking? What kind of feast is this? Are you actually Vikings? More rare thrombos. Oh, and that happens to be on a map tile I'm about to abandon. Ripperoonies. Sorry, thrombos. Bye-bye. You no longer exist. So the current project now is to raid Civil Union with brawlers. There we go. It's right there. Now, the second raid, because there's obviously two civil unions, the second raid, you can either tell me to use traditional brawling again, and then what I'm probably going to do is send the brawlers to walk from one tile to the other, or to use alternative tactics to mix it up. It really depends on what you'd like to see. I'm happy to accommodate whatever choices you might make. What's interesting is I have this dedicated butcher creature tab that only is for thrombos, and somehow we still haven't butchered the thrombos. I suppose my cook... No, my cooks... I have a lot of cooks, so I don't really know what that's about. So it looks like one artifact raid and one brawler raid. Can do. Shallow gene pool, eating honey. Fulfilling that whole bears like honey thing. I like it. They still are on full recreation schedules, but with that in mind, the way that works is once their recreation needs are filled, they do work afterwards. So if you take a look, we do have Scarred here, for instance, who is on a full rec schedule, still working anyway. I was just surprised that given that once the recreation bars are full, you know, you'd sort of expect them to actually do work. But that's a good point. Let me put them back on a slightly more normal schedule of not just permanent parties. Thank you for watching The Blades of Ragnarok, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.